Welcome back everybody to another Hearthstone video. Today we'll be working on Rush Druid. First and foremost, the purpose of a Rush Druid deck is to acquire mana faster than your opponent with use of certain cards. Those include Darnasius Aspirant, Wild Growth, and Innervate. The card Darnasius is used for an early game minion drop, or an early mana push. This allows for more mana in either early game high cost drops, or quick board control. The reason why I kept my Harvest Golem in my original poll is because it's very difficult for a mid-cost hunter to kill it without the use of multiple arcane shots. This allows me to keep board control early in the game. Board control is an important factor in the outcome of a match, because the player who controls has a damage and choice advantage. If you have board control and the enemy throws a knife juggler, you have the choice to kill the juggler or go for damage, but your smart choice is to eliminate his opportunity to steal your board control. Board control is the key to winning. I noticed if that I threw my Darnasius Aspirant, it would kill it off, almost making that throw a waste of cards and mana. Instead, if I see that I throw my Anodized Robocub and choose extra health, it'll force him to trade 2 manas to kill an unimportant minion of mine. This forces him to wait until a better card draw to unstealth his minions. Wrath is an important card for either an extra card or an early game kill. I recommend to put this card in almost all Druid decks, or at least until you have a Grove Tender. Secret spotting is the term used for trying to trigger a secret with smaller repercussions, so just in case you don't accidentally have your Deathwing vaporized in the process. An important step in making an effective Rush Druid is getting a Wild Growth in the first few turns. Otherwise, your Wild Growth is not as effective, but if you can't seem to draw it, you may use this card at 10 mana to trigger an extra card draw. When you play a Rush deck and your opponent manages to gain board control and hold you to a late turn, this is where high cost cards come in. But some high cost cards are more effective in Rush decks, such as Alexstrasza, Ancient of War, Ironbark Protector, or any giant you deem necessary. If you get the advantage of the coin, do not be defensive. This means that you should use your Wild Growth before your Darnasius Aspirant has died, or if you have mana left after your turn. The point is for you not to use a turn gaining a mana crystal while the opponent gains a board control, but instead for you to be aggressive and force the opponent into wasting early minions to slow your mana gain. This will give you board control, and if you use your card gain minions, you should be good on cards also. This puts you on the track to victory for the rest of the game. Your hero power is a good way to pressure a hero into early game heals, and it keeps you armored, which can deter the opponent from using spells against your face. Don't be afraid to take damage. Damage is a natural part of the game. Taking too much damage is not. You should use your hero power wisely, taking out smaller minions with smaller attack, but yet still keeping high enough health to be safe from dangerous spell attacks. Use cards that can keep your card advantage. This will keep your rush much longer, instead of you running out of cards and running out of minions to play. Use cards such as Loot Hoarder, Bloodmage Thalnos, and Acolyte of Pain. Not recommended to use Acolyte of Pain. It is hard for a Druid to pull enough cards out of this. I recommend to stick with the Loot Hoarder or the Bloodmage Thalnos if you have one. Keep in your hand a Healing Touch and or a Heal Bot in case stuff gets sticky. If he kills your Aspirant with a spell or you're unable to get board control, this will lead to him dealing damage to you. And if you want to ever get board control back, you have to keep your health up. Innervate is a great card. You can use it around turn 3 to 4 to put in a high health or pivotal card, such as Dark to Boom, Sunwalker, or a Wind Fury Harpy, depending on if you're running a beast-based deck. If you're running a beast-based deck, put in a card that accommodates accordingly to how you're playing. Mark of the Wild is a great card. It's used to either block damage from higher level minions attacking your face, or it's used to boost large minions into larger attack. or it can be used to just up the overall damage you can do the next turn. It's a good way to either stop high amounts of damage, or prevent lethal from you, or to cause lethal on your opponent. Savage Combatant is a great mid-game finisher because of its high attack stats and its ability to boost your hero power. Don't be afraid to throw 2 Savage Combatants out, because yes, their Inspired does stack. This will allow you to throw large amounts of damage at them even after you softened them up. This is almost always ends in a win, or at least you deal massive amounts of damage and put your opponent into a critical state of health. This will leave them in a downward spiral, barely struggling to stay above lethal. Savage Roar is a good combo card, but pairing it with the Force of Nature is absolutely ridiculous. That's a 14 damage burst out of nowhere. To be lethal with this powerful combo, the enemy must have no taunts out and 14 health or lower. This combo is the pinnacle of effective and annoying. Keeper of the Grove is a multi-use minion with good cost for its stats, and the power to destroy or silence minions. Use this card to gain board advantage, or to silence an enemy death rattle. The silence can have a positive effect by silencing your Ancient Watcher or your Darnasius Aspirant. General tip, never silence an enemy Darnasius. You can never get rid of that extra mana. It's basically them using a wild growth. If board control is your main goal, try using a piloted Shredder or a Sky Golem to keep minions on the board for a long time. There's even a chance that a Sky Golem will summon a piloted Shredder, and that's always a funny sight to behold. For today, that's all. For tomorrow, I hope I'll be back, and I hope you will too. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Write down in the comments below what you want to learn about in the future. I play a lot of Hearthstone, so I'm available for comments. Thanks. See you in the next video.